Last night when I turned on the TV news, I noticed that Nelson Mandela had finally passed away to his next life. And it's amazing how long that he was able to live, continue on with his family. When last month, or last July, the Duty to Die movement were down there in South Africa, pounding away, putting a lot of pressure on the family and the government to get rid of them. I really think it's admirable how the people of South Africa and the Mandela family really had different values than the Duty to Die parasites. I really wish the Mandela family the best at a time of celebrating Nelson Mandela's final end of his life. And how he was able to carry on, although he was sick, until the very end of his life. That was a good message to the world to respect end of life, not hasten it. So I really hope that the countries around the world will fully understand how upset the Duty to Die forces are when they can't get their way and they can't get their laws to kill people off passed like they want to. So, one thing I really hope is that we can change the value system that these Western countries have to appreciate living to the end instead of expecting all kinds of sympathy and laws to be passed. So these serial killers, they come out with new names and titles to hide under for their methods of executions of people they don't think should have the right to live and to die with real dignity, not their definition of dignity, some lawyer's execution, some court ordered execution. Euthanasia is not a service. Euthanasia is Operation T4 all over again. And I don't care if they revived it and carried out and want to carry it out with lethal injection or anything else. It's Operation T4. Operation T4 was intended to exterminate people that they didn't want to live anymore. Two months ago, a guy told me face to face over the camera the guy I used to talk with on in a voice conferencing program during the 1990s. I almost thought the guy was like a friend. But when we got to talking about the current law Quebec is trying to have passed, when we got to talking about that, and he jumped on it. He wants to have a law passed to finish people off and to do it early. And then he turned around and said, well, I want it for others, I don't want it for me. Talking about himself. He didn't want it for himself. He just wants it for everybody else. And so I talked to him about, now what about my minority? People who are born with birth defects. You know, a lot of us are now in our 50s and 60s. Are you telling me that you wish that we had never been born to live our lives any way we wanted to live them? He said, that's right. I had to actually ask him a second time just to clarify it. So you're really saying that as far as you're concerned, euthanasia should have been legalized after World War II, and that me and all the other people who were born with birth defects in the 1950s and 60s, we should have been exterminated at birth. He said, that's right. That was the end of our conversation right there and then. So I'm really proud of the Mandela family. And I'm proud of South Africans. They have a little better value for human life than the white supremacist Europeans. They want to exterminate everybody who they think are genetically inferior to themselves. Long live life, and long live the value of human life. Let's change the kind of values which are dominant in Western societies. Let's change it today.